Hello students, I hope you all are fine. So students, today we will discuss about the oxidation process, reduction process and redox reaction. Students, what do you mean by the oxidation? Oxidation. Oxidation means oxygen. Dation means addition of oxygen. The process, the reaction in which either addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen from a substance take place, that process is known as the oxidation. That process is known as the oxidation. Students, for example, we can take in this way. Oxidation, either addition of oxygen, addition of oxygen. Like students, if I take one example, carbon plus oxygen, they combine with each other, they give just CO2, carbon dioxide. So here you can see, oxygen is added to this carbon and it is giving us carbon dioxide. So here addition of oxygen is taking place. So student, it is example of the oxidation process. It is example of the oxidation process. Or we can say students, if loss of hydrogen, loss of or we can say removal. If removal of hydrogen take place, then it is also known as oxidation. Either oxygen will add or removal of hydrogen take place, then that process is known as the oxidation. Student, one more definition is there, loss of electron. If electrons are lost by any substance, then that process is known as oxidation. Or students, either if increase in oxidation state, take place, then it is also known as oxidation. Like students, if you have in this way, if you have zinc, students, if it is converting into Zn2 positive, when it can convert into Zn2 positive? When it will lose 2 electrons. So here it is losing electrons. So students, it is also example of the oxidation. Because here electrons are removed. And students, here you can see oxidation state you will study in +1 class. Here you can understand only this thing. Here zinc has no charge on it. It has no charge. Here charge is 0, but here it has charge +2. So this charge is increasing here. If this increase take place, then it is also known as the oxidation. So students, oxidation क्या होता है? Oxidation एक ऐसा प्रोसेस होता है जिसमें या तो ऑक्सीजन का एडिशन होगा या फिर हाइड्रोजन का रिमूवल होगा, दैट टाइप ऑफ प्रोसेस इज नोन एज द ऑक्सीडेशन प्रोसेस. और स्टूडेंट्स, अगर हम इलेक्ट्रॉन की टर्म्स में देखें तो अगर कोई भी स्पीसीज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को डोनेट करती है, इलेक्ट्रॉन को रिलीज करती है, इलेक्ट्रॉन को का लॉस होता है, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द ऑक्सीडेशन. ओके, और वी कैन से स्टूडेंट्स, इफ चार्ज इंक्रीजिंग, अगर हमारा ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर इंक्रीज होता है तो दैट प्रोसेस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द ऑक्सीडेशन. ओके, आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू यू. देन स्टूडेंट्स, here addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen take place then this process is known as oxidation. Like students, you can see here copper plus oxygen. They combine and they give us copper oxide. So student, here addition of oxygen take place to this copper. So it is example of the oxidation. It is example of oxidation. Okay. Then students, here reduction is just opposite to the oxidation. In oxidation, oxygen is adding. ऑक्सीडेशन में हम ऑक्सीजन को ऐड करते हैं और हाइड्रोजन को रिमूव करते हैं. बट इन केस ऑफ रिडक्शन देयर विल बी रिवर्स. ओके, हियर एडिशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन and removal of oxygen take place. Okay students, what will happen when removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen take place? Then that process is known as the reduction. So students, here you can see in case of addition of oxygen take place, but removal of hydrogen take place here. But just opposite to this process, in case of reduction, removal of oxygen take place and addition of hydrogen take place here. Okay students, I hope it is clear. So here addition of oxygen, here removal of oxygen. Here removal of oxygen take place and addition of hydrogen take place. For example students, if you have CuO plus H2, it gives us Cu plus H2O. You can see students, here we are having CuO plus H2. It is converting into Cu plus H2O. Students, here you can see, if only reduction take place in a reaction, then it is known as reduction process. Reduction process is that in which either addition of hydrogen take place or removal of oxygen take place. Or student, we can take one more definition in terms of electron. The process in which gain of electron take place, that is also known as reduction. जिसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन का गेन होगा, ऑक्सीजन का रिमूवल होगा, या फिर हाइड्रोजन का गेन होगा, या फिर डिक्रीज इन ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर, डिक्रीज इन ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, then it is known as the reduction. Students, if any one of condition is followed, then reduction process will be there. But students, if both processes, oxidation as well as reduction, take place in same reaction, if oxidation and reduction both process take place in same reaction simultaneously, then it is known as, we can take red from here. You can learn easily. We can take red from here and ox from this. Then that type of reaction is known as the redox reaction. So redox reaction is that reaction in which oxidation as well as reduction both take place simultaneously. That type of reaction is known as the redox reaction. So students, you can see here this copper oxide you have. So this remove its oxygen and it convert into the copper. And you know very well, removal of oxygen is example of the Removal of oxygen is reduction. Removal of oxygen is reduction. So students, here reduction take place. Here reduction take place. And here you have only hydrogen. But after reaction, oxygen adds to this one and it convert into water. Means addition of oxygen take place here. Here removal of oxygen take place, so it is reduction. And here addition of oxygen, here hydrogen is converting into the hydrogen oxide, means water. So students, here oxidation take place. Oxidation take place. So in same reaction, both oxidation as well as reduction, both processes are taking place here. So this type of reaction is known as the redox reaction. This type of reaction is known as the redox reaction. Okay students, I hope it is clear to you. Students, you can take one more example. If you have zinc plus copper sulfate, they are showing displacement reaction, you are getting zinc sulfate and copper. Okay, students, here zinc has no charge because it is in elemental state. क्योंकि ये elemental state पे है, free state में है, तो यहाँ पर कोई भी charge नहीं होगा. Okay students, here this copper has +2 charge and this sulfate ion has -2 charge. Okay, here students, this zinc has +2 charge and sulfate has -2 charge. Here this copper has 0. So you can see we have discussed about increase in oxidation state. So here this zinc is converting from 0 to +2, from 0 to +2 state. So here this number is increasing. If this number is increasing, means oxidation is taking place here. Here oxidation is taking place. Okay, and here this copper, it is converting from +2 to 0, +2 to 0. So here this one, this number is decreasing, so it is reduction. It is reduction. So student, here both oxidation and reduction, both processes are taking place simultaneously. So it is also redox reaction. It is also redox reaction. Okay, student, two more terms are there. What do you mean by reducing agent, oxidizing agent? Okay, so all things we will discuss tomorrow about that. So I hope what is oxidation, what is reduction, and what is the redox reaction, you know about that, and you have no doubt. If you have any doubt, then you can comment me. So thank you, have a nice day. I know. Sir, better man is completion.